It's quite dark. Let's try to fix that. I moved too fast. Yeah, that seems to help a bit. By the way, I need to show you this candle. It looks so weird. Like how it melts. The the pattern. So strange. Okay. It's making noises. Sorry. That might not have been the most relaxing way to start this video. But yeah. Have you seen how long this is getting? And I still have this left. I think, because at first I bought 10. I think, no, 5. I think 10 more will be enough. It will be maybe this long, and if we triple that, yeah, I think that should be enough. So, hello, welcome to another knitting chat video. Hang on. Yeah. I think this one might have a bit too many on it because a few started slipping, but I caught them all. So that's fine. So last week I told you guys about how this week there might be something coming up that could change stuff on this channel, but you don't have to worry about that because I wasn't accepted, unfortunately. My allergies came in the way, and while I'm going to schedule an appointment with the doctor to make absolutely sure that that it is a wheat allergy that I have. If it's something else, then that might make it possible for me to reapply once more and then have all of these changes happen. But that's not gonna happen anytime soon, so no need to worry. I'll be here for the foreseeable future. Because chances are that it is wheat allergy, and in that case, there's nothing I can do to change it, so I'll just have to live with not being able to do this thing. And no, it was not a bodybuilding competition. It was actually to join the army. The Swedish army is a peacekeeping army, because Sweden is quite a neutral country. I think it's been like 200 years since last we were active in a war. um, like the aggressor, or on the aggressor's side. We only do defensive stuff. I believe. But yeah, so I wanted to join the military. Not so much to go to war, but more. A few years ago, Sweden had a lot of forest fires, and now with Corona as well, they built a field hospital here in Stockholm, and that's the kind of things I wanted to be a part of if I joined the army. Um, but now that didn't happen, so it doesn't matter. I'm sure there are other ways that I could be like the thing is, I want to be able to help my country in times of need, and that just felt like the most simple way to do that, I guess. But of course, there are other ways to do it as well. But yeah, when my country is in need, I want to be able to help and like keep our people safe, our borders safe, everything like that. So yeah, that's why I wanted to join the army, but yeah, that won't be happening. So now I need a hobby. I've been looking at. Oh look, it's not even in the camera. Hang on. Yeah. I've been looking at. At archery, because I think that could be fun, and also sword fighting. And then you have like the European, like floret, like the where you have a very slim armor and a short, thin sword that you're attacking your opponent with. But then there's also kendo, which is Japanese, where you have the bigger swords. And I think both seem quite interesting, so we'll see which one I choose. When I look at the information pages for these things, they look very amateur-y. Like it's just someone made a blog using blog post or whatever, and it has all of their information on, and most of it hasn't even been updated since 2018. So yeah, I mean, I'm sure they're like a legitimate organization. It just feels very amateur-y. But we'll see. In the middle of next month, I'll have a week off from work, and then I have some plans to do some hiking. Just make the most of nature the final time that we have, because I also applied for a week of vacation in November, and by that time it'll be so cold you don't want to go hiking. At least I don't want to go hiking. So then instead I thought about going to a spa that's around here in Stockholm called Yasuragi. It's a Japanese inspired, no, it's a spa that is inspired by Japanese onsen, which is like hot spring spas. So I've never been there, uh, but I think that could be fun. So I'd like to go there because at the end of November we'll have like Black Friday and then Christmas, and yeah, I think I could use some relaxing vacation before all of the Christmas stress and all of that. This we get quite a lot of customers around Christmas, so I think that could be good. Like maybe get a massage, like just relax in the hot springs, eat good food, hopefully without weeds. So yeah, tomorrow I will upload my 100th video on my Instagram, and I will finally be done with the 100 days ukulele challenge, even though it took me more than 100 days. But at least I got it done within a year. It took me probably like half a year maybe to do. I think I started in March, so the 3rd, and now it's September, that's the 9th month. So yeah, half a year. So that's fun. Now before this starts getting too many on, I'll just switch over to this one. The other day I found a new artist that I really enjoy listening to. She's from Finland. Her name is Chisu, maybe? Not sure. And I've been listening to her music all day. It's all in Finnish, and I really like it. She kind of reminds me of like a Finnish Veronica Maggio, which is a pretty famous Swedish artist. She also sings a lot in Swedish, so like they remind me of each other. And I think they started like they had their breakthrough around the same time, like 2008, somewhere there. I even my ukulele video for today was my attempt at a cover of one of her songs. Other than that, I've been listening to a lot of vintage music, so like music from the 30s, 40s, 50s, and I found this like gem of music that are, it kind of sounds like Christmas music, but all the themes are autumn. So like September in the Rain or Early Autumn, and it's very like chill, and I put it in the background when I'm doing the dishes. And I like when you have music that you can always come back to. Like for most people, we have Christmas music that every year we come back to, and we always have these well, for those of us that has these we get like this warm feelings of Christmas, and oh, it's so lovely. Of course, you don't want to listen to it all the time, so when stores start playing music, Christmas music, in like October, that's too early. I try to keep it to at least November. So I think this type of music might be a good like September, October. So you have 4 months of music, because I always stop listening to Christmas music after the New Year. So in January I switch back to normal music. But yeah. There's something special about like songs from the 50s and 40s. It's like the voice takes the front stage and the music takes the backstage. No, I don't know. It's like nowadays people talk so much about you need to hook and you need to like you need to have the drop in the music, like the drop in the beat. But here it's just mellow. They just sing, and I like that. If you want to like listen to what I am talking about right now, there's this playlist called 1 hour of autumn vintage music, I think, and it has all of these songs that I've been listening to. So if you just search for that, then you'll be able to listen to the music. And it's so funny because through that, I just by having YouTube like autoplay, it put me on a video about music about the Titanic. So like old songs that were written about Titanic. And there was this one song called My Sweetheart Went Down with the Ship, or something like that. I thought that was a really beautiful song. Made me think that I wonder what if, like, because right now we have the wash your hands songs and keep your distance, all of that, like fun songs, just to make people like not forget to wash their hands, keep their distance. But I think it will be interesting afterwards when people start to heal, I guess, and like all of the worries are gone, and maybe like more emotional songs start being released. I think that will be really interesting to listen to. I guess there might be a lot of songs about loneliness and grief, like for people who lost people. I mean, I can definitely relate to the loneliness. I live alone and I don't get to meet my friends except for my coworkers. I've seen my dad once, my brother once, my mom like 3 times. So yeah, I'm looking forward to those songs. If it will come. I don't remember if like in the 2008, 2009, there was this swine flu. I don't remember if anybody ever made any music about that. But then maybe it wasn't such a like world impacting event. Like this. I mean, especially if you listen or watch the, what's her name, Julie Nolke, when she goes back and talks to herself, like the second one when she talks about all of the strange things that have been happening, like murder hornets, and like the entire Black Lives Matter thing in the U.S. And there were the fires in Australia, and now there are fires in the U.S. Like, I feel that there can be a lot of themes about 2020 that people will be able to explore. And we're not even done yet. Here in Sweden, they say this pandemic might last for up to 2-3 years. And especially now, last week, there was an uptick in the amount of people who needed healthcare. So there is talk about like a second wave, and especially around Europe, a lot of countries are seeing like a big uptick in like cases. Yeah, I usually try to stay away from these kinds of topics because I want this to be like a place where you can just relax and not think about this. But because of the military thing, all of these topics has been on my mind quite a lot, and I guess this is as much therapy for me as I guess these videos are maybe for you. Although, yeah, I don't know. The Nuku Nuku song that I did seemed quite well received. It's my most viewed video out of my 10 most recent videos. So when I went to the YouTube studio, there were fireworks everywhere because they were like, "Congratulations, your video is doing so well." And I'm like, okay, that seems a bit too much. I realize I have nothing more to say. Maybe that means this is a good place to end this video. It became a little bit longer than usual, like 5 minutes, but maybe that's okay. So yeah. I hope you enjoyed, please take care, wash your hands, and yeah, I'll see you again in the next video. Take care. Näkeming.